So your back is damaged like this. I said, but you wrote that I'm overweight. So how can I go and exercise when I have a disc? Not only one, there are now 4 of them, which I can't even do anything. So the things like with doctors, sometimes they put us down. They put us down because we have a problem of the back. I'm diabetic, and they'll tell you to go and exercise. How am I going to exercise when I can't even walk? When I can't even lift up the hands? It's like sometimes just imagine when you have this pain and they're telling you to eat this and buy this, go and lose weight. Because of the medications we are taking, it's now doubling up our body. Yes. We are trying. Me, I love cooking. But because of the medications and also our body, we can't do anything much. Because the more I want to lift up the leg, the nerves that are connected to the spine and the head, I can't do it. I'm in pain. So end of the day, we just like educate each self, like, okay, don't give up if a doctor tells you that, oh, you're overweight or you're this. Because me, I know my body. You are the only person who knows your body, because the doctors that just look at you like this, oh, she's overweight. So just imagine, I damaged 2016 and I was diagnosed 2018. I couldn't walk anymore.
Like you said, you know your body. Like if you know, I mean, like sometimes I think you take matters in your own hands because you know how to treat yourself. Because these people, they just, for me, like you're right, doctors, they're same like dentists. I've got a story to show. Like when I arrived in Glasgow 2010, I had this back, what's called it, the tooth in the back, the wisdom teeth. Because I was a asylum seeker, they could not give me a dentist. So I have to go to the student training school, right? These people, they cut my tooth in 2 and they left a piece inside. And I could not sleep for good 3 weeks. Until one friend said, thank God there's some very nice Asian dentist guys here, not far from Casamount. They sent me there. They said, we'll help you, brother. Don't worry. They sent me to another place. And they treat me well. He took it out. All that piece was left there. So imagine, because I was a asylum seeker, so I could not, they could not offer me like a proper dentist. They said, just go to the student. You know, in the Socorro Street, Margaret, I don't know what that hospital is.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's one of those. When you go back to what Matisha was saying, I can see the discrimination of the doctors. Instead of talking to you nicely, the actual accusing you.
Yeah, because like today, I think there's a program today is saying, why is it Black African women, pregnant one, why are they dying than white people in maternity ward? Because they're leaving the Black people suffering with pain, but the white ones, they go and help them quickly than the Black ones. I think it started already on Channel 4 today. I think 8 o'clock it started already. It was on the news today.
We had a chat to the other group here. So Olivia, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was just saying your story is similar to mine. It's they couldn't treat me with my toothache and it was so painful, my goodness. And I was told, oh, first they did everything. They took the scan, everything. And now they're telling me the bill. I'm like, well, I can't afford that. And like, do you qualify for this? I said, I don't know. I thought it's meant to be free. They're like, no, sorry. And we can't treat you. I said, I'm in pain. Guy refused to treat me. I said, look, I'm in pain. And guy was a white doctor, and I was crying. I'm like, I'm in pain. It could have just even just given me something to think. So what I did was like, okay, that's fine. I walked away next to the shop where I used to live, because I used to share a flat with one of my friends from Zambia. Had offered me a bedroom because she had 2, and she had the documents already. So I took pen. I bought Anadine, and I bought a bottle of vodka as well. And they said, I'm telling you, I just like, I can't deal with this pain. It was so much. And then I bought cotton pads as well. I'd made up my mind, I'm going to get this tooth out myself.
Oh.
And then I got to the flat. I'm telling you, it was just one of the strength coming from the pain, the frustration of how can this developed nation refuse to just treat me when I'm actually feeling bad, I'm sick, and I was crying in front of a doctor. So I told my friend to say, be ready to call an ambulance. I think when you call the ambulance, they'll take me to the hospital and they'll treat me. And I'll close the bathroom doors. What are you doing? So I had the vodka first, had a glass of vodka, like a full glass. And then I just said, in the morning, I'll take the paracetamol if I'm alive. So what are you doing? So I shut the door. I just went on the mirror and I say to myself, God be with me. And I grabbed the tooth, like really grabbed it and pulled it off, and blood splashed out. And I quickly took the cotton bud and I had to bite it. And I cleaned up the sink. And she was screaming, said, are you okay? Are you okay? I said, I think I am. But you took vodka and all that. I said, I think I am. I went to sleep. She says, I'll check on you later on this evening. I just say, if I don't wake up, just call the ambulance. I just went, I covered myself. I don't know how the pain went off. I think it was a vodka. In the morning, I woke up. I had no pain and I had no truth. And I just drank some water and Anadine. And I was like, okay, like really, really okay. I just started waiting down on my knees. I started praying, God, thank you so much for looking after me. But I had no choice. I was so much in pain. And this doctor looked at me in my eyes and said, I'm sorry, if you're not entitled to any treatment, we cannot do anything. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this is I'm coming from Africa. It's a developed nation. He said, sorry, you need. I couldn't believe, and that's when I believed how cruel and harsh that this place was. Understanding where I was started from there to say, how can seriously a doctor, a professional doctor, refuse to treat me just because to say I've not yet been granted leave to remain? And from then, that's when I just changed my mind of saying, I need to speak up about all these things. Otherwise, I don't want to die without trying. And that's how I just became so active into asking questions from every organization I went to, asking questions, and my whole word was about, why are we living like this in a developed nation? Why should we live like this in a developed nation? UK is the same nation that has been sending aid to Africa for a very long time. Now that we're here, they wouldn't even look after us. What's happened? We're just here and they're still sending international aid when other Africans are here purely suffering, purely without food, and international aid is still flying off to Africa when someone in Glasgow from Africa doesn't even have a £5. It didn't just make sense, and it still doesn't make sense to think why. I mean, it's just something wrong. And I'm like, who's the accountant? Who's in foreign aid departing all the money, thinking, we're doing the right thing? It's not the right thing. And to be honest, I think that's when you know the cruelty, when you don't have papers to say seriously. You feel like you're not a human being, they can't see you. And regarding weight as well, I had to do, thankfully, I came across a nutritional eating course which talked about eating well on less income. And I thought, I need to do this. If I have to survive in this country, I need to do this. So I started learning on just how to eat healthy on low income as well. But again, I think my mindset was the Bible is, man shall not live by bread alone. Man shall not live by bread alone. So water really kept me alive. But again, I lost so much weight that the doctor started telling me to say, you need to be eating. And I was just like, where's the money? Where am I going to get the money to buy the food? And I said, look, but you know my situation. The Home Office is not allowing me to work and all this. And you're trying to keep me alive. The Home Office is trying to push me down and say, die, you don't deserve to live. And then the doctor said, but again, you need to be healthy to fight the Home Office. And that way she told me as well, made me change my perception to say, okay, at least I need some energy in my body if I have to fight them. Then I started even trying to eat, whatever. Because she told me to say, you need this energy if you have to fight them off. And that's when I went back to finding whatever food, cooking lentils and stuff. Because also she told me that, but again, I just said, there's no point of, and again, I think you think of committing suicide. To me, I believe in the Bible. It's wrong. And God protected me from even walking long distances in the dark, that no one came behind my back or stabbed me or said anything, because I didn't want to take my own life. To me, if someone did, that was going to be okay. But again, it's just been sometimes that spirit that just protects you to say, this is not your time, and things like that. But again, to be honest, yeah, some of the long walks that I walked for that money, someone could have just come and just stab me in the back, because I didn't even care looking at the back. I saw police cars and I was like, they don't even care. They can't even stop and ask me why I'm walking in the dark or to even give me a lift. And I was like, oh, maybe because they thought I'm a black person, that's why they didn't even stop. And I was just like, anyway, no one cares for us in this country, and it's just about living. But now I just said, no, it's wrong. I think it's best to speak up. It's really best to speak up. So
like
yeah, we've all gone through the wrong things and stuff, which shouldn't be happening. But I think this is a time to say that's enough. Enough is enough.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
thank you.
true.
That's true, Oliver. I was gonna add up something. Just 1 minute. Like you see, like asylum seekers and refugees, we suffer in two things: racism and discrimination because
Yes.
of your status. I can imagine. I was gonna. Sorry, I just wanna go ask Alena, because I can imagine like a Muslim woman, she must be suffering as well, double, being judged and being asylum seeker. Like I'm just trying to connect what Oliver was saying and seeing and look at the other groups as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is so touching.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know. Okay. Those who just arrived, thank you so much for joining us. We're just talking about asylum seekers on poverty and anything. So yeah. So Margaret, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
No, I'm just saying that this is so heartbreaking. You